This comp, Ultra Nightmare difficulty, full auto, way more than 1 key, and the 7th trial, guys. Hey guys, finalKenpachi here. Welcome to another Reach of Legends video. In this video, I have another Chimera team for you guys. We are in my clanmate account. Shout out to Andrew. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Because Andrew has the champion I don't have, and maybe you guys have the champion. So here we go. This video hopefully can give you guys some idea. The team we make on the Andrew, we basically using Senna, Opardin, and the Nekmo. They are the key champion for this comp, and we have Marius and the Lydia as well. Before I show you guys the champion, their stat, their gear, their build. This comp, Ultra Nightmare difficulty, full auto, way more than 1 key, and the 7th trial, guys. Again, full auto 7th trial. Let me show you guys the champion. We have a Senna. By the way, the stat of the champion not that ideal right now. I will tell you guys what is the requirement, but let me show you guys the Senna. She's in the supersonic set. Not going to lie, supersonic set actually make her extremely fast. But I think my recommendation going to be 9-piece protection. Unfortunately, we don't have a 9-piece protection for this faction at the moment. So instead of, we use this 9-piece supersonic set, which is give us insane amount of the Terminator field each time she casts the buff, which is she's casting a lot. And her total stat looks like that. As you guys can see, she has barely have 80,000 HP and less than 3,000 defense. And she's quite a fast. She doesn't have any accuracy or the resistance. My recommendation, guys, try to get her defense a little bit up, maybe 3.5, and definitely give her like maybe extra 10,000 more HP, because like you guys also going to see that on the fight she's getting very close to die, especially if or not buff is protected, because she's not under the protection set. This is highly possible. If you guys want to play safe, give her a little bit more survivability. And she doesn't have any relic. She's book. She doesn't have any blessing. That can also help you a lot. She doesn't have a full masteries yet, but this is the what we have at the moment on the Senna. Number 2 champion, obviously Senna need a partner, and the best partner for the Senna is the Opardin. Opardin, thankfully we managed to place him in 9-piece protection. It's really helping us. 9-piece protection really helping. His gears are not maximum right now, but he have a quite a nice stat, I would like to say. I wish we can place this stat on the Senna, but here we are. He actually have a decent amount of the resistance, but it's because of or on the banner on this faction is the resist banner. It's not what we want to give him that. But resistance, I mean, if you can get the resistance, that's not a bad stat. Don't get me wrong, okay? He doesn't need accuracy. He just need fast survivability, 9-piece protection, very important. Don't have any relics. He's a 5-star and he have a cruelty. Well, cruelty can help. Obviously to increase your damage of the Marius, because we don't have a G-Nut there. And he doesn't have any single masteries. We actually just booked this champion today. He got them recently. And the next champion for this comp, let's stay with the sport champion, Nekmo. Nekmo is the next champion. We unfortunately also don't have a 9-piece protection for this faction. So instead of, I decide to go 6-piece protection and the 2 refresh accessories. If you guys also struggling to get 9-piece protection, this is a tactic you can also use. You can give them some refresh accessories, which is can help you to reduce your cooldown, and stick with the 6-piece protection. Better than nothing. So Nekmo obviously needs some accuracy, and the accuracy requirement for the Ultra Nightmare difficulty is 475. We obviously make him fast as possible, and we need some survivability stat on him. He doesn't have any, how to say that, relics. He does have a brimstone. One of your champion, make sure has a brimstone on this team. Very important. And this is the his stat looks like, guys. I mean, my bad. Skills, he's obviously book. And the masteries are looks like that. Let me hide my camera so you guys can see it correctly. Quick note, this team can also do 8 trials, guys, okay? But maybe you guys need to do some support champion crit gap DPS wise, which is War Master can definitely help you. If when the Andrew managed to get a more masteries both for the Senna and the Opardin, and if he managed to give them War Master, I believe one more trial is possible, guys, full auto, okay? And that was the Nekmo. Now let's jump to the Lydia. We also have a Lydia on the team. And Lydia, guys, 6-piece protection. We cannot do 9-piece at the moment. Again, if you guys can do 9-piece, definitely much better. So, like Nekmo, Lydia also needs some survivability, obviously fast, and she needs accuracy, which is way more than enough accuracy. Relics, don't have. She's book, she's a phantom touch, whatever, you know. You can also give her brimstone if we are looking for brimstone champion. And this is her masteries. War master. I actually need to check, did I show every single champion? Let me quickly check that real quickly. Marius, of course we forget the Marius. We cannot forget the Marius. He's amazing on this content. Marius, guys, Merciless gear, which is 6-piece. That's actually not bad for this content because 6-piece Merciless will going to give you ignore defense like you can get from the Lethal or the Savage gear, but at the same time there's a chance to reduce your cooldown. And with this method, Marius basically going to use his main skill more often, right? Let me show you guys his stat real quickly. Make sure your Marius will have decent amount of the accuracy, by the way, for this comp, because he's the champion. I mean, he's only the stripper you have. So, especially on the Viper form when the boss steal or buff from us because we don't have a too much protected buff, Marius is the one going to remove them, right, from the A2 skill. This Marius with this accuracy doesn't get problem in my test. So, keep that on your mind. Obviously, he's got an increased accuracy buff to himself that also helped. But this Marius looks like has a relic, guys, which is this relic. Weaver has 20% chance to deal 10% more damage when attacking. This is actually very good relics for the Marius. Also give us a little bit survivability on the HP and the 21% critical damage, which is huge. All right. And this is the skills. Looks like he also have a cruelty, blessing, and this is his masteries. Let me show you that quickly. Actually, Life Drinker is very noticeable, guys, for this content. Can help him to survive a little bit longer. So if you guys don't mind to give that, go for it. I personally don't like this masteries for the PvP because we have a better alternative, but choose is yours. So that was the champion. And obviously there's a one important note before I forget to mention. Critical damage targeting. On the RAM form, guys, boss is targeting the champion lowest critical damage. So you need to be careful. Obviously lowest critical damage champion can't be Marius. You need to be super careful. Your Senna, which is the reviver champion, not the lowest critical damage champion. Also not the second lowest critical damage. Make sure she's third lowest critical damage, guys. Why it is important? In this case, our lowest critical damage champion is the Lydia, which is good. So boss can kill the Lydia, then Senna can revive her, and both of them going to counterattack, and Lydia going to cast the fear debuff to the boss, right? I'm talking about RAM form, which is important for the trials. But one of the boss abilities, especially if we are not under block debuff, it's possible. And custom decrease critical damage debuff to us. And sometimes this critical damage debuff, decrease critical damage debuff, staying on the Senna longer than the other champion. And because of that, she's become lowest critical damage champion. So my recommendation, you guys definitely make her high as possible critical damage. Of course, she needs some survivability as well. And she's basically, with the Opardin, guys, going to fill your Tormentor like a crazy. And you don't have to worry about the heal because they are like literally best couple to keep your team alive. And if somebody die, Senna has a revive with the L attack is important as well. And more Tormentor fill from her passive skill. You guys going to notice that this fight is quite a long. We almost reached actually turn limit, which is 1500. I'm not talking about the turn count. Turn count is 65. Reaching 65 turn count almost costing us 1.2 thousand turns because Opardin and the Senna is make this comp is super fast, guys. And Opardin He's definitely MVP for this comp because we need a block debuff and we need a cleanse, right? Opardin doesn't have a full cleanse, but he have an important cleanse. Heal reduction, which is needed for the Viper form. Block buff, he's gonna remove it. And he's gonna cast more continuous heal, which is going to make it more synergy with the Senna. And the block debuff, which is super important. That's why we want this buff protected. That's why the Opardin in the 9-piece protection set is super important. And let me show you guys the team setup, which is also important. There is nothing crazy about the team setup actually. I just need to make sure Senna is the reviving first on the all form. Nekmo just do whatever he want. Same for the Lydia guys, except the rain form. I want she's starting with the fear debuff because it is the one of the recruitment for the trial, so we can complete it and we can move to the next one. And rest of the stuff are the default, okay? Marius, actually, I normally, if you guys watch my previous Chimera fights, I am looking in a max HP champion, how to say that, in a max HP damage on the Ram form, right? Because if we use them, they are gonna kill himself. But because this comp is extremely fast, thanks to the Tormentor field from Senna and the Opardin, we need to leave this alone. So Marius, feel free to use it. He's gonna kill himself, but we need it. We need to deal some damage to the boss while he's under fear debuff. And without this skill, we cannot deal damage on him. So Marius gonna kill himself, but he's also going to deal damage on the boss. Senna gonna revive, and it's going to repeat like that. Like I said, this comp is extremely fast. So Senna will get her revive ability multiple times, even this is 4-turn cooldown. And Marius just default, guys. Both of the form default. And Opardin, again, default. On the Viper form, just make sure he's casting the cleanse debuff, which is super important. And that was the team setup. That was it. I'm gonna leave you guys alone with the run now. I'm gonna speed up the run, but you guys can slow it down from the YouTube. Big shout out to Andrew again. Thanks for this opportunity and enjoy your teammate. And if you guys love my content, please consider to hit the like button and the sub button, guys. Totally free, not gonna hurt, and can help me a lot. Appreciate it for that. Catch you guys on next time. Bye bye.